Sometimes I get a crazy idea and I'm just so happy it works out. You guys, they look so good. I am so happy with them. I'm a child eating spaghetti. Feet up on the dash and the calling. Hey, it's Mads and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. You guys, this week I have a project for you that I am so excited about. We are going to be doing a furniture makeover video. Woo! These are some of my favorite kind of projects to do and I'm so excited. I got a video sent to me from my baby sister Paige. She sent me this video and I thought we would watch it together so you guys can see what we're working with.
This is them.
They're
like quite nice. They're just like I damaged it.
Nice is
on the top.
Yeah, you did.
Oops, I don't really care though. It's fine. Like the hardware's super ugly, but I really like them.
Yeah,
and
they can be worked with.
So like no complaints here.
I don't
mind
good.
the wood finish. I kind of wish it was a little bit darker so that it could match with this one better. But I don't know. I'm glad that I have it though, because it looks like a real room now.
Yeah, it looks good.
But
the size is good.
New hardware.
For sure.
And I don't know how long it takes to stain stuff. Or, I don't know, to sand and stain it. Probably a while. So, I don't know if I want to do that right now.
I can do it.
Let me know what you think.
That's the video she sent me. And I have some ideas. I'm thinking we go this route, make them a little bit more mid-century modern, clean them up a bit, do some new hardware, and I feel like we're gonna have to paint them because I think it's veneer, but we can keep some of that wood texture. I want to keep as much of it as possible because I do like the wood, but there are some repairs and I can't really repair veneer, so we're gonna have to sand some veneer off and paint, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I think that we can really transform these and make them a lot sleeker and closer to Paige's style, which she leans really heavy into that like MCM vibe, and these just like aren't there yet. But I think they have promise and I think we can totally make something happen here. I'm going to head upstairs and start to bring them down into my workspace so we can really get a good look at them and make an assessment on what we can and can't do. We are all moved downstairs and we are ready to get started. They have seen better days. I'm also in my painting clothes because we are going to be sanding and hopefully getting these repaired and primed today. Paige and I were able to pick out a color and like a vibe and a scheme and got some new hardware for these, so I am looking forward to like seeing it come together. But before we do that, we have to get this veneer off because this is veneer, it's not wood, and it's looking a little rough. There are definitely some areas that need to be sanded and cared for and maybe even wood filled, so we have to tackle that first before anything else and get going because this might take us a hot minute. Can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. We could get out of. One of my side quests with this project is to not break a nail, and I have not broken a nail yet. So we're doing good on that front. Got most of this sanded and good. Getting off that like weird little piece was tricky. I had to go in with my screwdriver and like a scraper, like a pallet scraper for drywall, and like get in there and knock it off. But I got the support pieces off and it's looking really good. And I'm happy with where things are shape-wise so much more now that that like filigree piece is off. And I'm ready to move on and do all this step to the second one and get that all sanded and ready to go so we can start repairing and priming. All right, so I have the bases all sanded and it's time to work on these drawers. I know for sure that we're taking this hardware off. Paige is not a fan of it. I have some really simple, clean hardware picked out to put back on here, but we have to get these knockers off first before we can do anything else and start to work on these and prep and get these together. All right, we are back for day 2 of this project and things are looking really great. Everything is ready to be painted, and I don't think I have to go in and prime. I was able to get all of the veneer off, so I'm excited about that. This color that we're painting it is originally a Gideon color, like from the Gideon section, but I had to get it in a Bear Marquee semi-gloss because they didn't have any of the super, like the tester sample ones for the Gideon paint. So it's a color match and it's almost exact. You can see here, like it's pretty close. Like they got it to be really, really close. So I'm excited. This is just, I just needed the 8 ounces. I think 8 ounces is gonna be more than enough to do both of these nightstands. The color we are going to be painting this is called Stuart House Brown. It is like that perfect mid-century modern brown color that my sister just loves. So I think she's gonna really like this, and I think it's gonna go with the wood fronts really well. Really tie everything together without having to be matchy-matchy because we can't get a wood finish on this today. So I think the Stuart House Brown will do the trick for us. I'm just going in with a foam roller to get a nice even finish and using my little paint tray. Stunning. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so pretty. So the original piece has this like box on top, like a little shelf, and this is just particle board and this is the veneer. They didn't paint or do anything, like it's not nice on the inside and you can see it. And now that this is darker, I do feel like you can see it a lot. The particle board color was a lot closer to the color of the veneer, so you couldn't tell, but I do think painting this interior will make a difference. So I went and I grabbed one of my favorite little angle brushes, because it's got that short handle and I can really like get in there. I love these ones. These are like my favorite paint brushes to use. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit of painter's tape and just tape off the veneer on the edges to make it get as clean of a line as possible. I'm just gonna go right out of the pot here. I think it's gonna make a big difference too. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be pretty. Okay, I feel like that has made all the difference. Oh, great. This is what it's like when I do a project. I just get covered in stuff. I'm a child eating spaghetti. But I think this has made all the difference. It looks so much more luxe and beautiful. I'm gonna quickly do the first coat on the second nightstand, and it is looking like it is gonna need 2 coats to look like fully rich in color, which is okay. I think I have enough paint, and I'm gonna quickly do that, and then we can move on to working on the drawer fronts. We just have a little bit of repair and new hardware to add. Alright, the paint is drying and it's time to work on these repairs that we did yesterday with the wood filler. It's quite light, as you can see, along with the holes from the old hardware. And because this is veneer, I'm not going to be able to match it exactly, but I'm just going to dab on a little bit of my Bear stain in Mission Oak. Mission Oak is actually pretty close in the darkness of the veneer that's existing. Oh. This is really like giving me Beyonce hair. Oh, thank you, wind. Slay. The wind's really helping me out. The Mission Oak is really close to the darkness, so I'm hoping that that will counteract some of the lightness of these holes because the wood filler is quite light. So dabbing some of this on there, letting it set, should just help everything blend together. It's not gonna hide it perfectly, and I'm not going to be able to hide them perfectly, but hopefully it makes it so they're less obvious and you only really see the wood filler and the holes if you're looking for them. And the hardware is going to go right over them where it was anyway. Like I'm going to line that up. So Also, from most angles, you won't see it. It'll be hidden by the new hardware. I'm not super worried. I just want to make it look as blended in as possible. I'm literally going to take the lid and take like a dab of it and then dab it on. I'm gonna let it let the wood filler soak it up and then wipe it off. I might have to do a couple of layers of it. Oh yeah, that's working already. Okay, I think it's just gonna need a couple of layers and a few minutes of dabbing and pressing. I'm going pretty generously. This isn't gonna affect the veneer at all, so I don't have to be precise or careful. Even that is better. Even on camera, it just disappears unless you're really looking for it. That was the goal here. Okay, perfect. It's worked. Sometimes I get a crazy idea and I'm just so happy it works out. There's also a ding on the corner here that I have to do. I'm essentially just spot staining the wood filler because I can't stain the veneer any different, but I'm just spot staining the wood filler. Here's another drawer that I already did. You can see the dots there, but from a distance, it looks good. And this one had a repair as well that I had to do. So it looks as good as it's gonna get, unless I went crazy and hand painted, which Paige said, don't worry about that. So I think this is looking good. It's time to add the new hardware. Ooh! Now it's just time to do that 3 more times. Oh, this is coming together, and this is it. After these are on, we can put everything together. I'm so excited to see what they look like and to show Paige. I'm so excited to show her.
In the calling open road trip classics on the radio. With your hand tied in mine, there's no such thing as time. Now we can go anywhere you wanna go.
Guys, they look so good. I am so happy with them. I would film reveal shots for you, fancy ones, but Paige isn't home. She's at work, and I gotta get this video edited and uploaded for you. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm so happy with how this turned out. These are some of my favorite projects. I just love, love, love getting my hands dirty and really working on something and turning something drab into something more fab. And I'm so proud of this work. This is the first real furniture restoration redo I've ever done, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you liked me, please consider subscribing. I will see you guys next Sunday. Love yas. Bye.